Satyam Computer Service was one of the crown jewels of India's booming IT industry. It represented the dream and aspiration of a growing nation India. But in 2009, this dream turned out to be a nightmare. This is the story of Satyam scam, one of the biggest accounting fraud in India's history. We are from Group 3 and today we'll be unraveling the story behind the shocking scandal and understand the significance of corporate governments. Satyam Computers, founded by Ramalinga Raju in 1987, quickly became the leading player in the IT industry. Known for its innovative solution and rapid growth, Satyam was a source of pride for India. But behind the scene, Raju was committing one of the most significant fraud in corporate history. It all started in 2003. Ramalinga Raju began falsifying financial records to show impressive growth with the help of his brother Ramaraju and key executive. He created fake invoices, customers and bank accounts. They even forged audit reports, creating an impressive picture of Satyam's finance. Raju's team truly planned this fraud, inflating sales earning and cash balances. They provided a false sense of financial accomplishment to full investors, regulators and the public. But what exactly was the reason behind all of this? All this was to gain the trust of investors, showing them how rapidly we can grow so all the investors can gain trust in Satyam Computers and start investing in them. That's exactly what happened. Satyam stock skyrocketed from Rs 10 to 544 and the company received numerous awards including Golden Peacock Award for corporate accountability in 2008. Investors, analysts and media were all fooled by Satyam's computer. Raju's charm and perceived business acumen won him admiration and trust. Satyam was also seen as a model of success and ethical governance, but not for very long.
So I think this is the most significant financial crisis in the post-war period.
There are fears the sell-off will continue on Wall Street.
Soaring gas prices, falling home prices, and rising unemployment.
As the global financial crisis hit in 2008, Satyam's real sales and profit begins to decline. Raju faced tremendous pressure from creditors. In a desperate move, he attempted to buy Mehta's, a family-owned real estate firm, using Satyam's fund. This attempt to buy Matthias backfired and caused Satyam's stock price to fall drastically. Investors and stakeholders started examining Satyam's book for all the records. Ramalinga Raju was trapped with no other options. Raju confessed his misdeeds on January 7, 2009. He revealed that he had inflated Satyam's asset by Rs 7,800 crores and its revenue by 5,040 crores. These admissions sent shockwaves throughout the market. The aftermath of this event was devastating. Satyam's stock price dropped straight down. Investors lost billions and thousands of employees faced uncertainty. The Indian government had to step to prevent the company's collapse, eventually leading it in the form of acquisition by Tech Mahindra.
You confessed to a 7,000 crore rupee fraud. The company has been saved and a new owner will take charge of its future. And that owner is Tech Mahindra.
Satyam scandal was a wake-up call for India. Government introduced Companies Act of 2013, making corporate fraud a criminal offence and implementing stricter audit regulations. The role of a serious fraud investigation office was also strengthened to investigate corporate fraud like this. The Satyam scandal taught the world about the importance of corporate governance, ethical behaviour and a strong regulatory oversight. It highlighted the need of transparency and accountability. In the business practice, always remember, integrity is not negotiable. Strong ethics are the foundation of the sustainable business. Today, Satyam's legacy serves as a reminder how greed and ambition can lead to destructive consequences, but it also underscores the resilience of the business community and the ongoing effort to foster integrity and trust in corporate India. The story of Satyam is not just a scandal, it is a lesson in a corporate ethics and the vital role of governance in the business world. And for the next part, we'll explore about impact of each element on audit quality through a real-world example, which is the Satyam Computer Service fraud case in India, one of the most significant corporate scandal in history. First is ethical principle. Audit quality begins with a strong ethical principle. Auditors must uphold honesty, integrity, objectivity, and independence. In the case of Satyam, these principles were clearly violated. PwC, the external auditor, signed off on financial statements that included fake bank balances and inflated revenue. Despite knowing these were manipulated, PwC issued a clean audit opinion. This breach of integrity not only destroyed public trust but also allowed the fraud to continue. It shows how lack of ethical behavior can seriously undermine audit quality and financial reporting. Second is professional skepticism. Professional skepticism is the mindset of always questioning and verifying, not just accepting information at face value. In 2008, when other tech companies were struggling due to the global financial crisis, Satyam reported unusually high profits. This should have been a red flag. A skeptical auditor would have dug deeper to understand the reasons behind this inconsistency. However, PwC failed to challenge this suspicious result. Their lack of skepticism meant they missed clear warning signs which allowed the fraud to continue unnoticed. And the third point is professional judgment. Professional judgment means applying your knowledge and experience to make informed audit decisions. In the Satyam's case, PwC failed to properly evaluate the evidence they were given. Many documents, such as invoice and bank statements, were fake, yet PwC accepted them without adequate scrutiny. This poor judgment played a major role in enabling the fraud and highlights why well-informed, critical decision-making is vital for audit quality. And the last point is sufficient appropriate audit evidence and audit risk. ISA 500 requires auditors to gather sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. It must be reliable, relevant, and independently verified. Unfortunately, PwC relied too heavily on documents provided by Satyam's management, many of which were forged. Basically, audit steps like third-party confirmation of bank balance were skipped. This lack of reliable evidence meant PwC underestimated audit risk. Given Satyam's large cash reserve and high revenue in volatile market, the financial statement had high inherent risk. More thorough audit procedures were needed but weren't done, and the fraud were undetected for years.
So in this slide, I would like to present about the strategies to improve audit quality and auditor reliability. It is very important because audit quality directly affects public trust and the reliability of financial reporting. There are 4 key strategies highlighted in this slide. First, we have strengthened auditor independence and ethics. This involves enforcing strict independence between auditors and their clients. Regular mandatory ethics training must be conducted to ensure auditors constantly uphold integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. It's also important to prevent any conflicts of interest to maintain public confidence in the audit process. Next, we need to promote professional skepticism. Auditors must be trained to always maintain a questioning mindset. They should never accept management provide information without proper verification. This is aligned with ISA 200 and ISA 240, which focus on professional skepticism and fraud awareness. The third strategy is to use third-party confirmations. Auditors should always confirm key financial data such as cash balance, receivable, and loans directly with external parties. According to ISA 505, third-party evidence is more reliable than information obtained from the client. A good example of this is the Satyam case, where early detection of fake cash balance could have been possible with proper third-party confirmation. Lastly, we should strengthen accountability and transparency. This includes regularly monitoring audit quality indicators and enforcing clear disciplinary action against or repeat audit failures. Strong accountability measures will improve audit reliability and enhance public confidence in the auditing profession.